It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Saturday, March 4th. I'm Michael Groff. A beautiful day ahead. Some clouds around. Otherwise, temperatures absolutely perfect. Mid to upper 70s. A bit of a breeze will kick in tomorrow as a trough approaches the area. Much cooler temperatures on Monday. So let's talk about it as we look outside this morning. Clear skies here at 5:45 a.m. We're at 55 degrees at Sky Harbor right now. Dew point at 41. Relative humidity 58%. The winds are light. The barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area right now, mid-40s in the coldest valley locations. Many of us, though, are in the upper 40s to middle 50s in the urban core. A few clouds in northern Arizona right now and across the deserts of southeast California. We'll see some clouds from time to time today. The watch warning map shows some wind advisories in parts of northern Arizona. High wind watches in northwest Arizona for parts of Mojave County. So Lake Havasu City up toward Kingman, watch out for that. That's more in effect for the wind expected tomorrow and Monday, however. Those high wind watches extend into much of southeast California, Nevada, and into the Pacific Northwest as well. Red flag warnings, speaking of wind, from southeast Colorado out into the Plains states. Frost and freeze advisories in North Georgia and the Carolinas. As far as the convective outlook, no organized areas of severe weather across the country today, but some thunder possible in parts of South Texas and along the immediate Pacific Northwest coast. So let's dive in and talk about our weather in more detail. Here we go with the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock today. And a pretty quiet day overall. Some clouds will come through. We call it a mix of sun and clouds. But otherwise, beautiful. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Some wind in the deserts of southeast California, southern Nevada. Tonight will be mostly clear, maybe a few clouds around, but overall, rather mild with lows in the upper 40s to mid 50s. And then tomorrow, an increase in clouds, but I'd still say we'll see some sun. Breeze is kicking up the deserts of southeast California, southern Nevada, northern Arizona. So if you're traveling, be aware of that. Some rain headed toward the southern California coast, but we will stay dry. High temperatures into the mid to upper 70s. We note the deep surface lows over the Pacific Northwest, but all of that main dynamic support for this trough and associated cold front is going to stay well to the north of Arizona, so our precipitation chances are none. Look at Monday. That surface low is already off into eastern Manitoba, so this thing is moving very quickly. That momentum transfer, combined with the much cooler air, the height falls behind this, will lead to some breezy to locally windy conditions on Monday, but we should stay dry, and high temperatures will cool into the mid and upper 60s. Tuesday, we start the day out rather chilly, lows in the 40s, but then we'll climb very quickly back to the low and middle 70s. Could even be 10 degrees warmer on Tuesday than it is on Monday, and of course, some breezes will accompany that. Wednesday, we're still breezy, but mostly sunny. High temperatures getting into the lower and middle 80s as high pressure rapidly builds back across the southwest. Thursday, we're in the low to middle 80s. Some of the models suggest we're even warmer than that. The European is pushing us toward 90 on Thursday. Here's Friday, and another trough begins to approach the west coast, and this is where the forecast confidence starts to go down. If the GFS is right, windy conditions would occur in central and southern California as more cool air begins to head our direction. We'd still be very warm, though, with highs in the low and middle 80s. The European has us in the lower 90s. Here's a week from today, Saturday, March 11th, and this is an outlier. The GFS right now is definitely well on the outside of the global models and the ensembles. With much cooler air, highs would be cooling back toward the middle 70s if this is right. Maybe a few showers in northern Arizona. Sunday, cool air continues. Highs, the GFS prints out 66 next Sunday if this is right. And then this is the end of the forecast period. Monday, March 13th, cool air continues. Now, we'd stay dry, but much cooler. And again, highs mid to upper 60s. Of note, the European deterministic run, the latest operational run of the European, has us at 90 degrees on Monday the 13th. So a 25-degree spread in the deterministic runs. The ensembles, the European, again, has us near 90. The GFS ensemble, as I'll show you right now, yeah, it has us in the 70s. So big differences way out here toward 10 days, as you would expect. And I'm sure that those will come together into better agreement as we head through time. But for right now, anything beyond 7 days, we are definitely just throwing darts. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Thanks as always so much for watching, and have a great Saturday.